I know you got something else in the hand. Living Legends. Oh boy. That does suck. I think we can play the Eternal Dances now. I think we can. I have no idea why, but this deck, I was playing the other deck, right? A lot. It was super fun. And then I got really close to Diamond, and I lost like twice, and I was like, oh my god. Once I lost, I was pretty much to the thing. I was like, I guess I can't win with this deck anymore. So I switched to this deck, which was the deck from the video, right? And oh damn, wait, hold on, there we go. And for some reason, it still claps cheeks. Gwen Vigar, the perfect balance of evil, right? It's insane how well this deck works, because you have the attack with Gwen, you know, everyone getting stronger. Literally anyone, even Vigar can get the cheeks in if he really wants to, if there's enough hollow that died. And then you have the ping from Vigar and his darkness buddies. It's like literally you just smash both of them into a deck and it kind of just works. The crumbles are just chef's kiss if you really need to kill something, because a lot of times you'll have either one of the hollow units, or even if you want to, maybe you have Gwen, you can just sacrifice Gwen or Vigar, as long as you have like the Eternal Dancers or Rekindler in the hand, and it just works, man. I don't know. Could you probably make some edits to it? Absolutely, but I'm using the one that I had in the thing, and you guys didn't say if there was a deck that you guys wanted to have fully out, but I'm gonna nominate this one to do a full video on. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 2K. And in the Church of Parallel Convergence, make sure you guys attack that subscribe button. All right, so let's get into some games. Isn't it pitiful? Isn't it pitiful? I would love this deck to work. Like, of course, when I'm recording, I get this type of hand. No, this could work, right? Doesn't that kill Janna? That does kill Janna. Glimpse, maybe. But I think this deck was supposed to be, I feel like there's just not enough. I mean, that's why they made more Titanic units. But I think it was supposed to be you play the other card, the Ursine. I really want to see an Ursine deck where potentially you keep him alive and he just goes apeshit with Sigils of the Storm, and then you overwhelm your opponent with a bunch of Sigils. But once the Sigils get used, then you're supposed to have like a constant flow of Titanic units. But I feel like that only works if you're buffing the deck. So it has to be like a Revna deck too, which is just like so greedy of the late game. All these big units. I like this because we get to play 4 on 3. It's one of my favorite things to do. And now that I'm the hollowed player,
Janna, I answer.
That's not the best trade in the world, so I'm just gonna relax. Let's go for the spell mana. Usually people go for the draw, to be honest. I'd rather get a better block, and I want to play this on 3. I figured he'd open. I like, cause then he'll block with this one, and then he pushes 4 damage instead. So I always like playing this on the defensive turn. He didn't let me get the maximum value, but all right, boom, it goes in, and then we get the darkness stuff in there.
A brief engagement, but a joyous one.
I serve a new god now, one with teeth.
He'd have to play. Will he use 1 more mana is the question. He'll keep this on the field, but I think if he uses Sky Splitter, it keeps it alive. This card is obviously really good. 2/3 with the thing. This card actually deals with it really well. I'm gonna go for it first, actually. Sky Splitter stops this. I think even like, I'm trying to think of the other spells that are within 3 mana that are fast. There it is.
Only forges chains.
There he goes.
Come in.
The very ground is mine.
Maybe I could have attacked first, and then he would have probably did that to keep this healthy. Maybe. Not exactly sure. Got another one, which could work, but I'm assuming he has more spells. Taps out. Go for it again. I don't think there's a 1-mana spell. Telling you, this deck has everything. It's insane. We're gonna go for the Glimpse Beyond here. Again, because he's tapped out. He really thought he had it all. We had a Crumple, which we can use next turn on the I'm telling you, I'm telling you, the deck has everything. Now I have a free Crumple target. He draws 2. I just draw 1. That's fine. I might just use this and then Scholar. But like, especially for Volibear. Well, actually, Volibear's a little hard.
Blessings upon me ease the pain of others.
Feel the breeze and know you have my favor.
This is a combination, yeah, the combination thing. I can't do both. They both have a low attack, which kind of sucks if he's running any like ping. I would prefer to do it on something that's a little bit more sturdier, but it is what it is. Go for that. You have to ping this. I mean, pinging any of these is such a waste for him, but he'll still have to do it. Yep, there it is.
Swept into the cyclone's fury.
We draw the Vigar, which is awesome. He'll block with literally anything. Does he have an equipment in his deck? There's a possibility that he could have the Bone Club. There is a possibility of that. I'm gonna just use this because there's not much I could use it on, outside of potentially pinging Janna and then doing it. But I want to minimize the open attack basically.
The Zephyr heralds the squall.
All right, we do have a lovely Rekindler follow-up. So yeah, open attack every day. Because of that, we are going to hit you with this. I could actually then put the bulb and then shoot it again. But based on my hand, I think it is a little bit better to get Fire out, and then we can just ping this next turn. The odds of him having the perfect curve from this is very low. So I don't really have to worry too much about it. Especially now that he played that. This also a little bit scary with that because of the fact that I think I might just have to open attack here first. It's likely that he kills Vigar with one of those spells too. This isn't strong enough. But then again, if it is a reduced card, let's go for the kill first. If I can't rekindle her, I can't rekindle her. I think we go for the kill first, and then we have ways to generate more. And then I'll have to rekindle her the turn afterwards. So there he is. We knew that was coming. But if this was reduced, there's a possibility that, in my personal opinion, there's a possibility you might have been able to. She dies. Now he doesn't have much mana here, so we go with the open attack here. 7 damage he'll likely take. I would take it in a heartbeat. Oh yes, freezes. Okay. The freeze wasn't reduced. Okay. Do I? No, I need to be able to double hit him. Do that one, and then we play. I think we have to actually go. Depends on what he does, but It depends on, do I do this and then hit it again? That's kind of a weak draw. And he had to clash, man. That's rough. And we lose. All right, sweet. That was fun, wasn't it? Was there a better line to kill him? Oh, he has Overwhelm. He has Overwhelm. That's all this deck exists to do. I actually forgot about the Clash of Giants. I'm not gonna lie to you. No. Maybe if we had Gwen to apply more pressure early, but nice to see the Clash of Giants. Haven't seen it in a while. All right, some more Janna. And that's another reason why I didn't go. I was thinking like, oh my god, do I do another video with Janna? Another Janna video, another draw video. I gotta break them up a little bit, right? I gotta do a little bit of breaking it because she's just so good. She's just too fun to play with. And it's crazy because Neela has like not a similar effect. Neela doesn't reduce anything really, but she also draws a lot. So I'm trying to think, is there a way to make that deck better? Nah, I think he just kind of like, you put out he has the other thing he has the other thing that just pretty much can ramp up. That's kind of one of his things. And if those two units go on the field together, the Flame Earth Sign grows like crazy while reducing the Clash of Giants, and then he just has ping and protection to protect those two units pretty much, the engine cards. Janna actually in that scenario, Janna's absolutely irrelevant actually, funny enough. Might as well get some attack. I'll say he'll probably put out something that can't block it, so we push 3 damage here. He's gonna open attack. I wonder in these decks, like with all the updrafting, will like Victor shine? Will Victor and like Glorious Evolution, is that going to be like a thing? Because updrafting Glorious Evolution and potentially acorning it and playing it on a much earlier turn was like, people used to cheese ball the acorn just to do that. Now you can actually do it with updraft while replacing the card in the hand and getting benefits. Like I think Eternal, and this is why. This is going to be a rant video. I honestly think that's what made Eternal so cool. The stuff, or should I say the stuff in the Eternal format and like everything being legal, is there's just more opportunity for stuff that was cool. And I feel like, I still think that standard, like it feels limited. But people like this because they feel it's a better balanced mode, and that when they do this, and I've said this before, okay, I would not play 3 mana for that, but oh, you're gonna kill anyway, might as well benefit. But you know what? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So like, I feel like the men's set, the mindset. Oh, Gwen, what's up, baby? There goes my baby. So now we can at least get some good, really strong attacks here. And he's probably gonna wish that he saved that. Double Gwen, double the pleasure, and the Rekindler in the hand. These are the hands that I was talking about in the intro. But I feel like now people think that like,
Fill your lungs and cry, Janna.
damn it, I can make her cry with that. Next turn. Now people think like, well, I'm playing the more of like the approved mode. I feel like that's what people think. That standard is like the approved mode, even though Eternal has its own ranked season. Now they do it differently from the game that I came from, which is like Shadowverse. Well, one of the games I used to play. And Shadowverse, they did it both at the same time. You could play ranked however and whenever you wanted. It's perfectly fine. I think if he gives me the shot, no, you pay 3 mana to do it for the champion, right? Now this deck, I know that Janna is the win con
Wind
here.
need not be seen to move our world.
Leap of faith, huh? You'll catch me, right?
Don't I just still do this? Him having this sucks because it's low mana committal. I do want to kill her. He could have definitely another Janna, but still killing a Janna is pretty good.
Hey, which way to
Yeah, look at, he would have got the Lord's work for free. I could actually kill the Acorn too, but he seems like in this deck there's no big card that he's reducing. He's just reducing a card.
Lofty
So 1, 2, 3. So he was definitely gonna be eating good. He could have the divine thing that gets 5 costs that gets reduced. I need to know the name of it because that's how I always have to refer to it. 5 costs get reduced to 3, deal 3, 2 to Nexus. Much longer if I just knew the name of the card, right? But what do you guys think if you're here? Howling Gale's pretty good. Oh, that's why he was spamming. Guess we just... I could use this to deal damage, but... I have another Gwen. Gwen heals. We're fine. Advancing my hand. Getting draw hand advantage over this. Oh, he has that. I'm about to say, getting hand advantage over this card is pretty good. There's no good blocks for me here. We'll just block a 3. His next two, his next draws this turn are going to be really big for him. Like, huge. We're going into turn 6. All of these cards can be killed by the Soul Harvest. I'll probably Soul Harvest first. This is good next turn. Take out stuff I can't block because I don't have any elusive blockers in his deck. Keep up the mana for Gwen. We even have the Rekindle to play next turn, which is 2 bodies.
Janna, I beg you, reveal my path to me.
Place your
That's
faith
such a
in
good draw
me
for him.
and your destiny shall unfold.
Luckily, he can't deal with that with 3 mana.
Lift us up
Oh, he's drawing next turn.
mighty wings, old friend.
I might have to play Rekindler, honestly. And that's why the Acorn's not that, like, not that it's great, you don't really have to worry about it. And because you need spells in hand, this deck runs spells, but most of them are reducing themselves anyway. It like makes it even cheaper, but
The Zephyr heralds the squall. I sense such joy with
she's
you,
not leveled.
but
Wow.
also pain.
There is joy even in pain sometimes, Janna.
I don't know. This is 2 bodies. This is a relatively crazy body. If he levels her, then he can, I mean, and he can just attack with her, but do that. Because Gwen is going to level, right? And if I play the Rekindler next turn, we'll be fine. Yeah, he levels her.
I seize the initiative.
Doesn't kill this anyway.
What terrorizes you? Take me to them.
I just need bodies. Tide Dancer. Depends. He'd overlay one of his units if he has enough spells. That's a really good spell to get. But he might have to do it next turn, and then it would be GG. But he probably doesn't have enough zero cost stuff in his hand to do it. I honestly feel like the Tide Dancer should be like an archetype. Like if this game's fleeting, give me this instead. That would be really cool. Like synergy with Mila to get like an archetype like that. Yeah, we're fine with this. God, it's so dangerous. Like, I'm begging to know if he has this or that. I think that's just too selfish with that's way too selfish to do with the current situation of the hand. Because he's drawing a lot. I can't like say, oh, 2 damage. There's the other card that does it, which is, in this version you're usually running it. Though it does seem more minion based. Let's see. Did I save some mana? This, the Cloud Winder into Janna was big. That was like so many card draws. He had no cards in hand, which is the weakness of the deck, really. There it is. Divine Whirlwind is the name of the thing, and there it is. He actually had both, like I figured, and then I lose.
Swept into the cyclone's fury.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm not bad. Wait a minute. I said this deck was good. I was clapping cheeks, but now as soon as I get to Diamond, I can't win with it? Is that the case? Are we getting to the ELO where... Well, actually, I think Diamond is probably the most meta deck thing. I think Masters not so much. Okay, we got Janna, Aurelion Sol. Okay. But I think there's a tier in the middle before you hit Masters where people are tryharding like crazy, right? Because they want to hit Masters just to say they're in Masters. Because I don't think you get literally anything for getting in Masters. But for some reason, people like to use it as like a, especially as content creators, saying you're in Masters is so much like of a accomplishment to say, because it makes it seem like when you play a deck, you're playing it at the highest level, right? So if you could make some silly stuff and play at the highest level, then it's like, wow, this guy's an amazing deck builder, or he knows how to pilot it really good. But the problem is that like a lot of times, even the people in Masters, once they get there, they're playing silly stuff too. So to me, and I'm using this as a scapegoat, by the way. So for me, like playing off-meta silly cheese decks, if you play it in the lower elos where people are trying to climb, you're the better player. I'm just saying. Like you might think it's playing it at the highest tier. It's not. It's playing at the tier that I'm specifically in to use it as a scapegoat. This stupid acorn, okay? I'm gonna need you to relax. All right? I'm gonna need you to relax. But maybe the blend is not good. Maybe we need to lean more one way than the other. I did think about putting like Haunted Tomb in this deck. Like it has a lot of darkness searches, but I feel like sometimes some of these cards coming back would do a lot more work.
Make yourself right at home. Very good.
Now this deck obviously has I really should kill this because in case he has the Age of the Dragons in the hand. In case he has the invoke thing in hand. There's a lot of big, scary stuff that could be put out in his deck. Alright, so we're just gonna play the Foyer. And he has the Blue Sentinel. I love the Blue Sentinel, and he has the harp. Now, I have to show you guys, like, not that I need to show, but like, I love that when you updraft any of the darkened weapons, it makes this cheaper, the actual darkened, cheaper as well. All right, so we have double crumple here. I think he did that just so he can specifically block.
Very good.
Yeah, he wants that. If he saves spell mana right now, which he should, we should see a really big turn next turn. I don't agree with that.
I am here.
Depending on what he has in hand, right? Because he's been reducing stuff by like a lot. Or maybe he open attacks with these, and then plays a really big spell. 8 mana he has. I would prefer it to be like he summons a big unit, because I think we could theoretically deal with a like Asol, or if he cheats something out, as long as it doesn't have spell shield. Asol has spell shield, but if I could fight against something, I could maybe darkness it. Yeah, maybe darkness it first, and then I could do it. I could actually do exactly that play. 7 mana, yeah, darkness into. There it is. Though, I'm not exactly sure it should work like that, but. Do I kill the equipment or just the unit? I'll do both. I could have literally killed it first and then try to do it, but I just want to do that. Ping this off. I'm now on a timer.
There is light yet within me.
Back to me. God knows what he has in his hand. Go for broke.
Let us cast shadows.
Got another one. So he's reducing stuff by half, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully, whatever he plays, it's big, it's husky, and we crumple it. We'll have 2 crumples available for both these units, and then we attack for game. Right? I think that would be game, if I'm not mistaken. We have to basically. I could have played this next turn, but I waste 3 mana for no reason, so I can have a better crumple, maybe potentially. But then I spend 3 unit mana to do that. So we'll still have the darkness into crumple. We might take damage, but we literally could kill anything, and this deck doesn't have deny. We have no champion, so the Rekindler is kind of getting a little stuff in the hand. Maybe it would be smart to reduce the amount of them, and maybe make the like a good change to me would be reduce the Rekindlers and then put the Tomb in there instead. Maybe have 1 Rekindler, and then have the Tomb, which could theoretically do the same thing. All right. Luckily, stats are not the thing that we worry about in this deck. Why wouldn't you pay for that? Good. What? This thing needs to be fixed. But I think he's spelling 2 mana on it. So I get okay. So maybe that's what it is. So like the invoke cheese. Okay. Not concerning. I know you got something else in the hand. Living Legends. Oh boy. That does suck. I think we can play the Eternal Dances now. I think we can. So Janna just levels entirely, pretty much. This thing is 1 mana?
Who knows me? I am the traveler.
I can't even use it on that. Like, it's such a waste. It's big, but
Press forward.
I guess, but then now I'm doing this stupid trade, right? Instead of, I could have just used the crumple to trade those. But he could have something else that I feel like it might be a little bit more concerning. Like, I guess I would need to know, like, what the discount is, more specifically. I guess we bait that. This feels ugly, man. I could just throw out Gwen, but I feel like she just dies.
The light remains.
He did invoke another thing. Dude. His whole hand was those. I think I'm just dead, right?
So immense the soul.
And I just like dead. To like anything. And it's Obliterate, so oh my god, dude. Super countered every step of the way. Every step of the way. And this deck has a ton of Obliterate. Now this is 1 mana. Oh my god. What deck? I need to play this deck apparently. And I know that people were but it's another Janna deck. Like, what am I supposed to do? When I don't play Janna, I lose. How am I supposed to do? What am I? Oh boy. You guys want to see the saddest thing in history? Yeah, here we go.
We each died, then found home.
Ugh. Disgusting. And this is the crazy part, is like, how do you upload this? How do you, oh no, God. Oh God, Jesus, no. How do you upload this? 3 losses in a row. I guess sometimes, you know what? To be fair, you can't only upload when the deck wins. So maybe this deck, even though I won with it, and I'm promising you I won a few times with it as well, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it was a fluke. You know what? And this is a good time to let's just talk. Can we talk real quick? Because someone told me that the Visionary deck that I posted, right? He said the deck was ass. He played like 11 to 10 matches, and he said, you know, I could not win with it. Meanwhile, I probably played about 10 matches, and I think I probably lost once or twice with that deck. And he's in Masters Elo, so right, so he's playing against different shit. He's probably playing against people with better game sense. There's, you know, sometimes people miss lethal, sometimes people miss better plays. So maybe people playing better adjust better to the deck, right? So I could use this as a sample size. This is just 3 matches, right? And I try to tell you guys a lot, and I'm so honest with it that sometimes it's really hard to upload videos like this, because Snooey actually talked about this too, is that like most of the time you guys don't want to see losses, right? You want to see the deck that is advertised in the thumbnail doing amazing shit, right? But I'm not a streamer, like, so Snooey, it's very easy for him to craft a video based on the coolest moments in the matches, right? Now I could try to do that too. But I have to go to work. Unfortunately, I would love for this to be my full-time gig, but I can't always do that, right? So when I come across a deck, regardless of how good the deck may be, and maybe it's not that the deck sucks, but if I play a match and right now it just hit 11 a.m. around my time, I have to go to work, or I have to leave here for work at about like 2, right? So let's say 3 matches, 4 matches, right? And I have to edit that down. Put my music. You guys know I like to put the music in there. At the very least, I like to put in, you know, when the level ups happen, stuff like that, right? I'm trying to at least do a lot. I used to be able to do a lot more, but I moved away from my job, so I live 20 to 30 minutes away from my job. And yes, I'm using this time to just talk to the people. So with that being said, I don't really have the luxury of doing that. Like I would love to do that, like to play like 10 games in a day. I mean, I don't think Stu plays. Actually, I watched one of his streams. He plays I would say like he'll take a deck and play it like 5-6 times, and if it sucks, guess what? He won't tell his editor to upload that part. The deck didn't work out. It's fine. He'll just play another deck, and if they can get a couple of good games with that deck, he has a video for the day. I don't get to do that. I would love to be able to pay an editor and stuff like that. So when this happens, when I take a deck that I tested in AI or I played a couple times off, I guess recording, and then I try to record and it sucks butt, dude, I'm just screwed. I'm screwed for the day. I'm just screwed. And then I have to make a decision to either not upload for the day, because by the time I get home, it's damn near midnight, right? So I have to make that decision. I literally have to make that decision. Like, he doesn't even care. He's about to flex on me. So that's why sometimes I'll still upload a video like this every once in a while. Usually I don't get blown out 3-0. I mean 0-3, right? It usually doesn't happen. And plus this deck seems pretty unique. Maybe I'll play this deck. But I thought that one day I would take the time to do it, because you know what? I remember I watched this Snooey video and he took a time to explain why he uploads mostly wins instead of losses. He actually made a comment to say that most people were like, I guess, upset with him for uploading a ton of losses. Like, well, we're not trying to see that, which is very weird to me. But I would think that people want to see like the ups and downs of the deck. But I think he realized that people are more interested in entertainment than they are of, like, I guess, trying to see if the deck is good or not. And I actually can see that. That makes a lot of sense to me. But for a content creator like me, with limited time, I have to usually upload what I got. So me getting 3-0'd, I guess that's just how it is. It's the nature of the beast. Sometimes your deck gets ass. Do I think the deck is trash because of that? No. Nah, this deck is trash. I'm just kidding. And I really hope that you guys understand that I'm not taking slights at people or anything like that. I think that when Grappler, Snooey, some of the content creators that I watch on a regular basis, they're doing what they're supposed to do. This is how you make content. You usually want to show epic, cool stuff happening, but sometimes you don't get that. You just don't get the cool moments. Or let's say you play a deck and people surrender all the time. I even seen that in some of Lucky Cat's video where like he's beating the guy and then like the guy kind of surrenders and he doesn't get the cool combo, the thing that he's advertising in his thumbnail. And what does he have to do? He has to sometimes go in AI to show it off because his concept is so cool, but they don't let him do it. And so you have to either decide, well, do I keep playing matches and hoping that someone lets me do the full pop-off? Or do I go into AI and show it? Because no one honestly wants to watch AI. Like, even when I've had to do that before too. Like, oh, I had this crazy concept. I've done it a couple times off camera, but I need to show you guys how the combo works or how to go into it or whatever like that in case someone lets you do it. Because that's what that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make cool content. Or especially when new cards come out or a new concept or a new thing, you want to showcase it too. And, you know, this is a lecture. Lecture. The deck that I decided to lecture because I got my cheeks clapped. Oh, baby. That was insane. His curve. I think he had all three of this card, right? Cosmic Call, there it is. He had all three of them in hand. He didn't even summon Aurelion Soul. He didn't level Janna. I just got beat by literally pure invocation. That's the only thing I lost to. But it was still cool to see it, you know? Like I like that, and he even has one evil imperfectionist to just get some nonsense off. But I had two landmarks. He destroyed both of them with one card that was reduced cost. So like that was my only chance, by the way, by just attacking and like slowly whittling down his board because of how strong the things are. But then he would have just easily just not blocked like maybe one attack, and then on his attacking turn, I don't have those units, so he just wins. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And I like to do deep dives and stuff. I would actually like to talk more about the meta of the game or stuff like that, or just have talking sessions. But this video was perfect because, like I said, now it's 11:05, 11:06, and as it gets closer, I could keep trying to play games, but then there would be no video for the day. That's basically how that works. And me trying to hit 2K, baby, I need to put out content on a consistent basis. It's just how it is. It is how it is. So enjoy the triple loss. Enjoy the commentary. I hope that's why you guys are here mostly. In port. Don't make sure we don't get the lecture deck. And yeah, hope to see you guys in another video where I'll have more time to farm those wins for you. Because I don't like to be a loser. So we must win the next one, baby. Let's go.